That mid-season Hard Knocks, I can't wait. Also, don't sleep on this guy. Running back James Conner, or he'll run you over. Number 6 proved his worth last year, splitting carries with with Chase Edmonds, I should say. But now he is the clear-cut RB1. And when it comes to his high touchdown production, he says he's shooting for more. I love it. It's time to dig deeper with the bell cow back as I go one-on-one with him in tonight's Cardinal Spotlight. When training camp finally comes to a close, is there like a sense of joy amongst the locker room, or is it still the focus, or what is that vibe like between all the teammates?
Yeah, it's some of all of that. You know, the vibes are high for sure with training camp being over, but that's just because we're getting close to the real action. You know, and just competing versus somebody else instead of going versus each other all day, and you know the meetings and everything that comes with the training camp. But we're excited to get the show rolling.
We know you love to catch the football, not just run it.
What a catch! James Conner!
I think you only had 2 drops last season, I believe. How much do you envision yourself doing that again this time around for the season?
I'm trying to take it to a new level. You know, I feel like I'm confident in my ability to catch the ball. So I want to have 0 drops and just make plays out in space. Doesn't have to be, you know, carry specifically, just 1 touches.
And we know you're settling more here in the Valley. I know Pittsburgh, that's been home to you for a long time. We were talking about this off camera. Do you feel like you've settled into Arizona now? How you like in the Valley of the Sun? I know it's a little different than Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's a lot different for sure, but I'm definitely feeling settled, you know, having a year underneath my belt. The people out here, they embrace me, man. It's the vibes out here, they're high, weather's great.
Just a little hot.
Yeah, it's hot for sure. But no, I'm loving this team, and I'm loving the state.
Would you say the West Coast is the best coast?
You ask me that often. I'm going back to the East Coast. You know, but I love both. I want to be able to have a house out here still for, you know, always, and a house on the East Coast. That's where my family's at.
You had the 2nd most touchdowns last year. I believe you had 18 compared to the league leader in 20. Can we expect to see more of that in 2022?
Man, my personal goals are just to stay disciplined, stay focused, and stay consistent. When I do all that, the touchdowns, the yards, the wins, everything, accolades, Pro Bowl, that all takes care of itself. But definitely can see a lot of touchdowns this year.
Your body feeling good too? That's a big workload.
Yeah, body's feeling good. And we also got plenty of capable backs, man. We're going to see a lot of backs out there making plays.
How do you approach the game as kind of that RB1? Do you approach it any differently, or what's that mindset for you, knowing kind of the role is a little different this year?
You realize that, you know, what it's going to take. You know, being RB1, you got to set the tone. You know, you're the first to set the tone, lead by example, just get it started. So I'm excited to embrace that role and take it to new levels.
How do you feel this team's coming together, you know, from the start of training camp now to the end with the season quickly approaching? How do you feel the team has maybe grown over the past few months?
We just, you know, we're still working towards that, and that's going to be from week 1 all the way, you know, to the Super Bowl. It's that camaraderie, everything. You know, we're just growing and maturing as one, and it's an ongoing process. And that's the number one thing. Is just competing and still be family at the end of it.
When you look at the team now, what do you think is different this time around compared to last year that maybe think gives your team an even better chance to go even further this year?
You know, we've added pieces. We had a good draft class and the free agents that we got, trades we made. But just refocusing, realizing, you know, how close we were last year, but and just how much more work we have to do.